Japan has recently delivered female robots that are completely functional. Japan's landscape is evolving. A rapidly aging population, a record number of foreign visitors, and an unprecedented number of robots. The youth of the nation can help with it. Japan's future is being shaped by Gen Z and the country's future generation. Continue observing. This movie will focus on Japan's delivery of fully functional female robots. Okay, let's get going. Japan is assuming the lead. At a sleek office building in Shinagawa, Tokyo, workers stroll in and out for lunch. As they walk through the glass doors, they pass two security guards, each dutifully flanking the passage in stern silence. It all seems pretty unremarkable until you realize one of those security guards is a robot. Standing up to 5 feet tall with wheels and a blue police cap, his name is Ugo. His battery lasts up to half a workday, and every 2 hours he'll do a routine patrol around the building, even summoning lifts by pushing the call button himself. His digital face, which usually displays two big cartoony eyes, is replaced with the Japanese text for on duty. It's important for the robot to feel cute so you're not intimidated, says Ken Matsui, CEO of Mira Robotics, the startup behind Ugo. Right now, the police bot, whose built-in camera allows guards downstairs to see things from the robot's point of view, is one of only 2 prototypes in the country. But Matsui says companies in China and South Korea are interested in his company's work, which also includes cleaning female robots for use in houses and schools. A job-stealing robot revolution? In recent years, headlines, pundits, and politicians have often warned that we're in the midst of a job-stealing robot revolution. But roboticists argue that their creations will complement rather than replace us. In Japan, the robots are already here. What's more, many are actively embracing the robot age, from suburban nursing homes to the highest levels of government, which announced an investment of 100 billion yen, or $100 million, in robot development a few years ago. Some entities are even highlighting robotic colleagues as a selling point to young, new recruits. As the Tokyo 2020 Olympics approached, it was an arena for companies like Toyota to show off new humanoid robots that will interact with guests and help athletes on the field. The world's attention is turned to Japan, and for good reason. Amid fast global aging and increased automation, it could be that Japan's robot-friendly present is everyone else's future. New technology, aging population. In Tokyo's Silver Wing nursing home, about 24 seniors are sitting in the common area as pudding cups are distributed. In the middle of the room is a staff member and a female humanoid robot named Pepper, who is leading the room in group games and exercises. Pepper is hosting a game of Guess the Kanji, as a big screen shows super magnified parts of Chinese characters that the crowd have to identify aloud. Many of the residents are dementia patients. We ask residents with dementia where they are and who they are in natural conversation with communication robots and human staff, says Kimiya Ishikawa, director of Silverwing. It's hard for humans, compared to robots, to remember each resident's personal information, so robots are utilized to help in that area. But it's not only in the common room that robotics is being employed. Upstairs, staff have access to robotic exoskeletons that fit around the waist and lower back. These apparatuses ease the severe body strain as they help their elderly clients get in and out of bed. Japan is facing major demographic challenges due to the low fertility rates and a shrinking population. This leads to a number of issues facing Japanese society which the West can learn from, says Rogers A. Sora, robotics researcher at Center for Technology and Society in Norway. Elderly care facilities and hospitals see a severe lack of healthcare workers. There are not enough humans to do the tasks the way they used to be done, increasing acceptance. At the Hyogo nursing home, one of the most popular additions is Telenoid, a baby-like robot with no legs and tiny arms. A staff member in a different room talks through the robot, and the voice comes out of its mouth. Some publications have criticized Telenoid as being creepy, but Fujimoto and her staff say it's beloved by the residents. One resident, a woman with dementia, holds a Telenoid as 27-year-old staff member Minami Okabe, down the hall, sings a Japanese folk song into a headset. The smiling resident holds Telenoid like a baby and says, "Let's sing a song again." The staff say that this particular patient is usually very quiet, but not with the robot. It's fun seeing them react like that, says Okabe, who's worked at the nursing home for 5 years. They react differently to the robots than they do to us. The rise of companion robots. Humans are social creatures, but what happens when their social networks break down? Depression, cognitive decline, cortisol imbalances, and so on. None of it beneficial. Companion robots may be able to provide emotional support increasingly missing from people's lives. While such a scenario sounds like a sci-fi pipe dream, 21st century Japan is developing the technology to make it a reality. For a good reason, too. There is a growing demand. Robots are generally considered to exist to replace people to complete some work. They may be workers on the production line or waiters who serve tea and water for us in life. However, with the improvement of human requirements for robot service, robots have more and more capabilities. People are social animals and need to communicate with others. But some people don't like socializing. In order to meet these needs, companion robots were born. We've been hearing about them for years now, though. But the talks only consisted of robots with companion and communication functions. Although they are very close to humans, that still presents many natural restrictions. But now Japan has launched a female robot, breaking the conventional design and even installing a uterus for the robot so that the robot can simulate the childbirth process. With the support of large and small parts and various sensors in the human body, this female machine can simulate the whole process of human childbirth. Maybe one day, when bioscience technology and artificial intelligence technology develop to a certain stage, we can really finally see a robot baby. Normal, much like smartphones. Looking forward, Silverwings Ishikawa says that major research is going into making social robots that can detect and predict healthcare changes in people. Robots that record talks to assist human carers in tracking the progress of a dementia patient, for instance, may soon be able to monitor vital signs and use artificial intelligence, AI, to compare the data to a database of symptoms, extract connections, and determine the likelihood that a disease would worsen. Roboticist at Osaka University, Hiroshi Ishiguro, predicts more adorable, talkative robots to help customers in multiple languages in settings like restaurants or hotel rooms, where touchscreen menus are already standard. Government activities continue in the interim. Last year, robots began to be rolled out in 500 classrooms across Japan to help teach English after a 250 million yen or $2.3 million investment from the Education Ministry. As a result, the younger population in Japan might become more accustomed to seeing robots in various settings. Ishiguro thinks they'll become a part of our lives in the same way as cell phones did 10 years ago. He believes that there will be more robots everywhere, not only in Japan. Witten concurs, but notes that it's unclear how long it will take.